Good morning, students. Today we will take our last lesson, lesson 3, air, water and soil. Okay, as you all see here in the picture, air, water and soil are very important needs for living things to live in. Okay, so as your homework, match the living things with the image given on the right side. Okay, let's move with the first point. Let's see here what is air and what are air uses for. Okay, air is very important for all living things. We cannot survive without air. Yes or no? And air is invincible. We cannot see it and it has no definite shape. Air is a mixture of gases. It is made of gases like oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen and water vapor. So we need oxygen to breathe, and the carbon dioxide is used by plants to make their food. Uses of air: respiration. All living things on earth needs air to breathe. Living things breathe in the air inside and give out carbon dioxide. Okay, and so this carbon dioxide are used by plants to make their food. Okay, what is photosynthesis? It is a food making process for plants which detect the carbon dioxide while making food and gives out oxygen. So this process of food making for plants is called photosynthesis. Next, water. Let's see how water is important to us. We need water for various activities in our day-to-day life. All living things need water to live. So there is life on earth only because it has air and water. Water is present on the earth in ponds, lakes, rivers, seas and oceans. Okay, water cycle. Water exists in three forms, that is solid, liquid and gases. So these are called the three states of water. Okay, and water can change from one state to another. Water in the liquid form does not have a fixed shape. So when water in the water bodies gets heated by the sun and evaporates, forming water vapor. The water vapor rises up, and when the water vapor comes in contact with the cool air, they form tiny drops of water. And these tiny drops join together to form clouds. So the process of continuous evaporation and condensation of water nature is called water cycle. So this in the given picture we can see how the process of water cycle is done. Okay, and the process of cooling down of water vapor to form water droplets is called condensation. So where can we see water presence on the earth? We can see water's presence on the earth in ponds, lakes, rivers, seas and oceans. Next is soil. Okay, where can we find soil? We can see soil all around us. Okay, that is, it can be in our garden. We can see in our garden, in school compound, okay, in ground or in bark, and you might also play with it. Okay, so let's see what is soil. Okay, soil is the uppermost layer of the earth where plants grow is called soil. Okay, plants get water minerals and nutrients from soil and grow up. As you all know, as plants are the direct or indirect source of food for all living beings. So soil is very important for all living beings. Okay, let's see how the soil is formed. Do you know? Long ago, the surface of the earth was covered only with a huge rocks. Okay, and soil is formed by breaking of those rocks, and the breakdown of rocks into soil in very slow process, and it takes thousands or even millions of years. So the rock break down into small pieces due to the action of sun's heat, rain and wind, and the rocks broke into small pieces, and those small pieces turned into tiny particles. Thus these tiny rocks particles form soil, and that is how the soil is formed. In our textbook, it's clearly shown in as an image how the cracks appears on rock. Okay, and in the second image, those rocks are break down by the heat of sun, water or wind. Rocks before down into small pieces. These rocks before turning into small pieces. Okay, and later on the small broke down of small pieces has turned into soil. Okay, now let's see the different types of soil. This type of soil, that is sandy soil, clayey soil and loamy soil, are the three types of soil. Let's move to the sandy soil. This sandy soil is made up of fine particles of sand. So sandy soil contains a lot of air and cannot hold much water. So and sandy soil is found at beaches and deserts. ऐसा वाला मिट्टी कहाँ में मिलता है बोलने से beaches or desert में मिलता है. Okay, now let's see how sandy soil is useful to us. It is used to make cement and also in the construction of buildings. Clay soil, it is smooth and soft. Particles are very small and close to each other. The soil holds a lot of water but not much water. Okay, so not much air. Let's see how it is useful to us. These clay soils are used by potters to make toys and boats, and this soil is also used for making bricks. Okay, lastly, loamy soil. This loamy soils or loam is a mixture of both the clay and sand, and it has a lot of humus. Humus, which means um, made up of dead and decaying parts of plants and animal. Okay, this humus is it makes the soil fertile, and it is the best soil to grow crops for farmers. It is the best soil for growing crops because it can hold more water and air. So for better understanding about this lesson, what we have learned from this lesson is you will know more about the lesson if you go through the page 114. Let's recall. Okay, so please try to go through all these points and you will understand the lessons more.